Kalau untuk balapan listrik kali pertama saya tahun ini, karena memang di dunia tahun ini di Indonesia ngadain yang pertama, konversi pertama. Dan kalau untuk perbedaan dari motor listrik sama motor bensin, kita lebih harus sabar aja, karena di saat kita dibalap sama rider yang lain, kayak perasaan mau kaget karena nggak ada suaranya, cuman terus kalau sama lebih sabar, lebih otak kita lebih dipakai dibanding motor listrik. Bensin kan lebih mengandalkan tenaga, kalau motor listrik tuh hampir setara, tinggal skill kita dan otak kita lebih dipakai, jadi lebih menguras pikiran sih.
The Indonesian government aims to expand the number of certified workshops to support the conversion of various vehicles into electric ones. They hope to convert 6 million vehicles and bring in 7 million new electric vehicles by 2030. Adelia Dinda and Andre Saputra for See Today.
And now it's time for us to take another break. But after the break, we have Paul to bring us some sports updates this Monday morning. So, Paul, what do you have for us today?
Thanks, Sarah. Plenty on the slate coming up next, as we have some updates from the Indonesian national football team as we get set to take on China and their home turf. Meanwhile, from women's sailing, we have some news from the America's Cup, and we have some badminton updates as well as both men's and women's update from the Shanghai and Wuhan Open finals, respectively. Spoiler alert, Novak Djokovic did not get his 100th tour title yet, as Jannik Sinner took him down. And we also have a bit of an upset from the Wuhan Open, as home favorite Zhang Qinwen lost out to Aryna Sabalenka, giving her third consecutive Wuhan Open title. All that and more when we return here on the C Morning Show. Stay tuned. Your Monday morning sports update is coming up next.
Indonesia is holding the second Indonesia Africa Forum and the 2024 High-Level Forum on Multi-Stakeholder Partnerships, or HLF and SC in Bali, after the Israeli army's withdrawal following a 3-day operation in Nur Sham's camp in the occupied West Bank. Residents returned to find their home reduced to scorched ruins.
So stay with us right here on Oktober News on
See Indonesia, see the world, see today. Bye-bye.
Alpha generation, or also known as millennial children, is the youngest generation today. Cancel culture is an advancement of a series of bolder social process in the form of boycotts or canceling. John F. Kennedy became the youngest president in the history of the United States. The main cause of the outbreak of the Chinese Revolution was disappointment with the Qing Dynasty government.
Are you soccer fans and want to make cute jersey decorations like this? Don't worry, Life Hacks has tips on how to make these unique jerseys using origami paper. We hope the tips and tricks we show you this time are helpful for you. You can watch the next episode of Life Hacks to get more tips and inspiration for your life. Au revoir, bestie!
Sampai sepatu dipegang itu kayak kebakar. Cita-citanya sih pengen tahu, tapi ya jalannya aja terus. Aku harus buktiin ke semua orang aku bisa gitu. Ya udah, akhirnya di 100 meter terakhir aku speed sampai aku jadi posisi pertama. Modal Atletik Club bisa juara.
No luggage. May the road lead us. Rail is the main form of transport in Japan. We decide to give it a try, even though we don't have much experience with train travel. They are real ladies who have been trained for many years in traditional Japanese arts until they attain perfection as artists.
Sudah dipastikan itu belum ada pengobatan yang bisa mengobati DM1.
Pernah berpikir untuk mengakhiri hidup aku sendiri karena waktu itu aku merasa sendiri, sama sekali nggak ada yang bisa aku ajak bicara.
Pada saat yang bersamaan aku sama papa konsumsi sebuah suplemen dan papa waktu itu mulai drop beberapa kali masuk ke rumah sakit. Vitiligo ini sebenarnya bukan kulit yang perlu disembuhkan, tapi mentalnya yang perlu dikuatkan.
Welcome back to the C Morning Show. It is 6:30 in the a.m. and time for your Monday morning sports update. We begin with some football news as the Indonesian national team has been honing their tactics during further training at the Qingdao Tai Stadium in Shandong, China on Sunday afternoon. Training continues as the Garuda squad prepares to face China at the 2026 World Cup Asian qualifiers on Tuesday. Asnawi Mangkualam and his boys continued to improve their technique and physical fitness under the watchful eye of head coach Shin Tae-yong. They also focused on acclimatization and adjusting to the pitch. Furthermore, they trained short passes to prevent any injuries and also maximize ball control. Timnas Indonesia's right now, or the Indonesian national football team, remains undefeated in Group C of the 2026 World Cup qualifiers following a 2-2 draw with Bahrain. The Garuda squad now occupies 5th place with 3 points collected. The Garuda squad must win against China if they plan to keep Indonesia's World Cup dreams alive, as only the group champion and runner-up can make their way through to the prestigious competition, while those in 3rd and 4th places will have to prove their worth in a further round, which is the 4th round. All right, so we're going to give you a quick recap right now of where things stand in the group. The hosts are at the foot of the table, having suffered 3 losses from their 3 matches, while Indonesia are sitting just 1 spot above, 5th in the standings, with 3 draws from their 3 outings. So China, after the high of progressing into the 3rd round, were quickly brought back down to earth as they suffered a humbling 7-0 defeat to Japan in the opening game of Group C, and has since recorded a 2-1 defeat to Saudi Arabia and a 3-1 loss to Australia, placing them at the bottom of the group. Meanwhile, Indonesia still remains undefeated in their first 3 fixtures, having recorded 3 successive draws against Saudi Arabia, Australia, and most recently Bahrain. And while Indonesia would normally have been delighted with 2 points from Saudi Arabia and Australia, they were notably disappointed with the draw against Bahrain as they conceded a controversial 99th-minute equalizer. Head coach Shin Tae-yong will be hopeful that his side can continue their unbeaten start to the group against a side that are yet to record a point, with the aims of moving towards the top 2 in pursuit of a place at the 2026 World Cup. Indonesia could start a similar side to the one that came within minutes of securing their first victory against Bahrain in their last game, as they aim to take all 3 points for the first time. Rafael Struijk and Ragnar Ortmangun scored the goals for their side in that game, and both are likely to start in the forward positions in this one. Hopefully the front line can keep the momentum going and get 3 points for the first time in this 3rd round. And moving on to other local sports news, the closing ceremony for the 2024 National Paralympics took place at the Manahan Stadium in Solo, Central Java on October the 13th. The Youth and Sports Minister Dito Ariotejo presided at the event in person, while organizers collaborated with differently able performers to conduct an art showcase. Furthermore, the hard work of the Central Java contingent paid off as they were crowned champions of the National Paralympics Week for the first time in 12 years. The Youth and Sports Minister, Dito Ariotejo, officially concluded the 2024 National Paralympics Week with a closing ceremony at the Manahan Stadium in Solo, Central Java on October the 13th. Meanwhile, ceremony choreographer Eko Peche Suprianto worked with differently able communities in Solo and surrounding areas to conduct an art performance. The closing ceremony showcased the Bedo Nangin Digdoyo story from the traditional Javanese art of shadow puppets. The story deemed fitting as it symbolizes the essence of differently able athletes who strive to win despite their drawbacks or thresholds. Most interestingly, hundreds of Indonesian and Southeast Asian records were broken during this edition of the National Paralympics Week.
Bisa dilihat tadi bagaimana seluruh kontingen, baik dari atlet, official, pelatih, dan penyelenggara saling baur. Dan saya rasa ini momen yang jarang kita temui. Dan tadi saya bersama-sama di lapangan dan menyapa semuanya. Dan saya mengucapkan terima kasih kepada seluruh kontingen karena sudah mendukung Pepanas ini berjalan yang lancar dan kondusif. Jadi tadi saya menemui satu persatu hampir seluruh yang hadir karena saya sangat bangga dengan semuanya.
The 17th National Paralympics Week in Solo, Central Java, lasted from October the 6th to the 13th. The Central Java contingent has won the competition by securing 406 total medals, which broke down to 161 golds, 121 silver, and 124 bronze. The contingent won 45 gold, 36 silver, and 21 bronze medals from para-athletics alone. They also secured 26 gold, 23 silver, and 8 bronze medals from para-cycling. In addition, they took home 16 gold, 15 silver, and 23 bronze medals from para-table tennis. Meanwhile, West Java has come in second place with a total of 354 medals, composing of 120 gold, 116 silver, and 118 bronze. Jakarta rounds up the top three with a total of 104 medals, consisting of 39 gold, 29 silver, and 36 bronze. Additionally, the Central Java administration has prepared 250 million rupiah for all gold medalists, 165 million rupiahs for silver medalists, and 62.5 million rupiah for bronze medalists. These bonuses equal the amount of incentives provided to athletes who competed at the 2024 National Sports Week.
Kita akhirnya bisa sampai target yang diharapkan menjadi juara umum. Pon dengan Pepanas bonus yang diberikan sama, ya. Jadi sekitar untuk emas itu 200 ya, 250. Untuk perak itu 125 juta dan perunggu itu sekitar 62,5 juta.
Ini hal yang sangat luar biasa, terutama untuk di kepemimpinan saya kali ini, karena memang dari awal itu memang ada keinginan dari semua pengurus LPCI Jawa Tengah itu untuk bagaimana caranya supaya kita menjadi juara tercepat.
All right, let's now move on to some water sports from the world of sailing. Athena Pathway sailor Hannah Mills reflects on an incredible campaign, expressing pride in her team's efforts and excitement for the future of women's sailing at the America's Cup.
Italy's Luna Rosa Prada Pirelli won the first ever Women's America's Cup after beating Britain's Athena Pathway on Saturday. Luna Rosa led from the start and won the 6-leg match rest off the Barcelona beachfront 8 seconds ahead of the British boat. America's Cup organizers say they launched this all-women competition as a platform to get more women into the elite sailing event. Women have sailed in previous America's Cup, but none are on the cruise of this edition of the 173-year-old regatta.
Speechless. It's such an... It's just an immense joy, really. We've worked so hard, and I don't know, yeah, with the boys helping us all the time. Yeah, we're so happy to match their win and be champions. I guess they cannot believe it. That's right. Thank you.
The event included 12 teams, 6 sponsored by the America's Cup teams and another 6 teams that were invited.
Yeah, oh, you're gonna make me cry, Shelly. Yeah, it's been a long, amazing campaign. We've put so much into this, and I'm just so proud of all of our team that have worked
so hard to get us to this point, and obviously our friends at Ineos Britannia who have been just unbelievably amazing as well, supporting us in this journey, and obviously the America's Cup and everyone that's put it on. I think this is for sure just the beginning of particularly women sailing in the Cup, and I'm so proud to be part of that first ever women's event. Obviously gutted to not deliver today, but just for the sport and for women sailing and for the young girls out there watching, like that, this is happening and it's going to be your time next.
The team sailed AC-40 foiling boats, which were also used in the youth competition. That's it for sailors compared to the larger AC-75 boats with their 8 crew members used in the America's Cup.
All right, let's now turn our attention to some golfing updates where English golfer Dan Bradbury recently won the DP World Tour Open de France title after finishing with a total score of 16 under par. Meanwhile, Olesen Paul, Bairstow, and Winter share second place at